I wanted to make sure that we were bringing awareness to our Black women in spaces that they may be looked over. So how about we use this platform to bring light and shine light on areas that would never get talked about.
I am so proud of this generation of young people picking up the gauntlet as they have. They are part of a 156-year-old struggle where athletes have been in the forefront.
Every time that there is a civil rights movement or there's protests from players, like not everyone is always going to be a hero. Not everyone feels educated to make a stance sometimes. Not everybody is always prepared to put their job or their lives at risk. And I think if things had gone differently in our league, like if our superstars or bigger names in our league did not want to make this season about say her name, then that would have made it more difficult for the players who are not making as much money, aren't as big of names on teams. Like it could have gone a lot differently, but it was really vital that our bigger names and our executive committee, that people were fighting to make sure that we were making this season worthwhile.
What I love about the Mothers Network and the Say Her Name campaign was that we only hear about their deaths and how these women their characters get slaughtered and how we blame them for why they were murdered, all the reasons. But we got to hear from the mothers celebrate their daughters. The edifying relationship that came out of that, it was really healing for me as a Black queer person to just have that space and to see our stories told. And so that's so often what we don't get. And I feel emotional about it. And so to just have that was more powerful than I think I ever expected.
For our fans, what we want to keep doing as a union, as a social justice council, is to continue to educate, amplify, and mobilize for action. That's our mission. That was our mission in the bubble. And we want to make sure that we keep educating ourselves and our teammates, educate our families and our fans. And I think that's the best way for us to really try to implement change.
So anybody that's about true unity and true brotherhood, that's what I'm about. The reason why Say Her Name is so important, it's really about elevating Black women's stories. And that's not necessarily in a victim situation. So it's not just the tragic stories of the ones who have lost their life. And me and a teammate got a chance to be on the phone with a lot of those mothers. And that was probably the best part of the experience.
People examine their own lives and see in your own life how you're being discriminatory or racist, how you're being sexist, how you're upholding white supremacy, how you're upholding patriarchy. Like if you can't look within your own life and seriously self-reflect and be self-aware, you're gonna have a hard time if you can't even be honest with yourself about the things that you're doing.